Elai from ESTech channel. Welcome to ESTech channel. So today what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add the events to the calendar, and I'm also going to solve an error which I found in the previous video which I wasn't able to solve back then, so I'm going to solve it now. So first let's start by solving the error. So first I'll show you the error. The error is that if I click on any of the day like on the 16th or on the 14th, it shows me the error over here. So this error is basically for the border radius and border shape circle. So what I'm going to do, we have to go to the calendar style. Over here we have the decorations, the selected decoration to the decoration. Below that I'm going to give a default decoration. So I'll copy from selected decoration, copy and paste, and reload it. And I'm going to remove the color over here. So, and over here the weekend decoration. The weekend decoration should also be the same. Copy, paste, and save. So let's see now, do we have that or not? Okay, then well, so I think the error has been solved because I'm not getting the error anywhere. Yep, so the error has been solved. So what I had to do was I just had to give the default decoration weekend decoration. So with this error is completely solved. So I'll just restart the project for just confirming it once. Okay, so now that we have solved the error, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to start by adding event. So to add the events, what we are going to do, we are going to go to the lib file and create a new class, or you can say Dart file, name as event.dart. So here it is event.dart. I'll just add it to Git, and over here I'm going to create a class event curly braces enter final date time date final string title. Actually, I just need a title over here. I don't need a date time over here. Yes. I'm going to create a constraint as it required this title. And over here string to string this title. So now it is saved. I'm going to close it. So here what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a map of date time comma list of event, and here I'm going to click as selected events. So with this, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create an init state, and an init state what I'm going to do is that select events is equal to it. Below I'm going to create a new variable of list of event where it is underscore get events from day. It is a function, and I'm going to give it an input of date time space date, and over here return underscore selected events square bracket date question mark and empty list. So now what we are going to do is that we are going to go to a table calendar. So I'm going to go above the style calendar and over here write event loader. Event loader will be underscore get events from day. Let's rerun the whole project and let's see what. So now what the thing is happening, we have loaded the events, but we don't have any events to show. So to add the events, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go to scaffold, and inside the scaffold, I'm going to create a floating action button. So floating action button, and it should be dot extended. The on press will be right now only bracket and curly braces. I'm going to put the on press later. In the label, I'm going to put text add event. Let's save it and let's see. So we have a floating action button. I also need the icon over here. So icon bracket icons dot add. So we have the add event, but the on press is doing nothing. So what I'm going to do on pressed, I'm going to remove the curly braces. I'm going to give it a is equal to greater than sign and put up a show dialog bracket it should be context, comma, builder colon, bracket, context is equal to greater than sign, alert dialog. So in the context, it is showing me an error. Too many position arguments, 0 expected, 1 found. So it should be actually context colon context. So the error is solved now. So we have reformatted. In alert dialog, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add a title. It should be text widget. Inside it, add event. Content. It should be text. Enter event title. Let's save it. Then it should be actions. Here I'm going to give it a text button. So inside that child should be text, and then it should be okay. On pressed. For now, on pressed will be only navigator.pop. Let's copy the text button and paste it below. Okay, then let's test it out. So add event. We have the title, but it is okay and okay. So that is why I'm going to add the cancel below. Let's save it. So we have okay and cancel. So we have the two buttons. These are the sequences opposite. So let's change the sequence. So we have the OK and cancel correct sequence. Over here, enter title, what we have given the text widget, but what we need to give is the text field or text form field. So let's change the content. I'm going to give it a text form field. So every text form field or text field needs a controller. So let's give it an event controller. Let's give it a name as event controller. Let's go up. And over here, I'm going to give it as text editing controller. Space underscore event controller is equal to text editing controller. Okay, and now we need to give it a dispose method about the build. Dispose. So what I'm going to give in the dispose method is underscore event controller dot dispose. So it means that when the page is killed, the event controller should also stop. Now in the OK section, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to remove the is equal to sign and then navigator.pop. I'm going to give a curly brace. So after clicking on OK button, there will be three conditions. The first condition will be, what if the person doesn't add any event and he just clicks on OK? What should happen then? The second condition will be, he adds the event, but then on the specific date, there is no event previously. So what we are going to do, and if on that specific date, there are previously events, then what we are going to do. So let's start by working on the first condition, that what if the person returns the empty whatever the hint text. So I'm going to put if bracket underscore event controller dot text dot is empty. So now curly braces, now it should be like return. So let's restart once. So after restarting, let's check add event. So after clicking on OK, so nothing is happening. So but what we need to do is that we need to put up over here the navigator.pop context. Let's restart once and let's check it. So let's click on add event. Let's click on OK. And the dialog just closes with no event in added. So now what we're going to do is else condition. That means the event controller is not empty. So after clicking on else condition, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put up a if condition inside it. That is selected events square bracket date is not equal to null. Okay, so it should not be date, but it should be selected date. Selected day And then what I'm going to do, if it is not equal to null, then it should be selected events square bracket selected day dot add. Over here it will be event bracket, inside that it should be title, and over there it should be event controller dot text. So now let's reformat it once. So we have checked the condition that what if the events are previously added, but we also have to check what if the events are not added. So over there what I'm going to do is that it should be selected events square bracket selected day is equal to square bracket, inside it should be event title colon underscore event controller dot text. At the end it should be semicolon. So over here it is done, and now what we're going to do that even if the if or else condition runs, we have to do is we have to give a navigator pop context and then return it. But before returning it, we have to also clear the event controller, the text field event controller dot clear. So let's restart the project and let's see what happens. So I click on add event. So after clicking on add event, it shows me a dialog, and the dialog is empty right now, and I just click OK. So nothing happens. If I click on add event, and let's just type it over here as Elai birthday. I click on OK. So now the event has been added, but we can't actually see the event over here. So what we're going to do is that we're going to go above. And over here we have the body and the table calendar. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to wrap the table calendar with column. So wrap it with column. And below the table calendar, what I'm going to write, triple dot get events from the day. Here it should be selected day. Now it should be dot map. And what I'm going to do is that at the end I'm going to put the comma, and I'm going to remove the E, and over here I'm going to write it as capital A with capital E event, then with a small e event, and remove the null, and over here null I'll write as list style bracket title bracket event dot title. Let's put up some. So what I'm going to do is that after returning it and the event state dot clear, let's first what do, take the return from over here and put it below the if else condition. Then empty the if else condition and before returning put a set state. So let's see now. So we have the new event. If I click on 20, add event, let's say newsletter. I click on OK, we have the event of 20. If I click on 29th, and let's click on happy day, I click OK, it adds the new event. So over here what happening is that we have checked three conditions. The first condition is that what if the text is empty. So if the text is empty, we are just going to navigate to top event clear set state and return. If what if the event, what do you call that, the event title over here, this text is not empty. So there are two conditions over here. The first condition is that what if for the selected day we have the events, that is for example on 25th we have the happy day event, correct? So what I'm going to do is that it has become a list and I'm going to add the event to that list. But if we take the condition of on the 26th, there are no events added, so the list is actually null. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new list over here. So that is what shows the add event property, the OK function that we have created in the onPressed. So this was for today's video. Thank you guys for watching the today's video. And if you do like it, do like, share, and comment. And if you have any feedback for me, you can share it on the comment section. If you want, you can also personally mail me. You will get my email ID in the about sections. All this content will be actually added in the GitHub repository. I'm going to share the GitHub repository link in the description below. So thank you guys. Thank you for your patience. And thank you. Bye bye.